Hello Internet. Okay, so we're going to have a look at Gangsta Paradise. So Gangsta Paradise is a rap song, so it's basically just a sequence of 4 chords, and none of the chords are actually normally played on guitar. So this gives you the possibility to do whatever you want, as long as it sounds good, which you should do anyway. But sometimes, you know, if you have a song that's played on guitar, then there are certain aspects that you really want to hear when you do a cover. Alright, so I'm going to show you how I did it. And there's a thunderstorm outside. Let's have a look at the chords. So we start here on the 4th fret with a A flat major. And so it's a bar chord. So if you're unfamiliar and you're starting to practice bar chords, I made a video about that. So please have a look at it. Then we have here on the 1st fret, we have the F minor. Then we have on the 3rd fret here the G major. And on the 3rd fret underneath, we have the C minor. And that's the root of the scale. So that's the home chord if you want. So have a look at the video about functional harmony if you want to know what that is. So let's go over those again. A flat major. Then we have F minor. Then we have G major. And then we have C minor. Now a little tip when you're learning a song with bar chords and any kind of song or chords or whatever is to really simplify it and already just have a look at the root notes, so the lowest notes, and map those out. So here we have 4th fret, 1st fret, 3rd fret, and 3rd fret underneath. And so ideally you'd have to be able to play that without looking. So you'd have to be able to go without looking, and you can't see my face, but I wasn't looking. And so one thing to do to practice that is actually to practice in front of a mirror. So once you've got that down and you can play the bass notes like a bass player, then just try and add the chords. So we'll play the chords again. So A flat major, F minor, G major, C minor. For the rhythm, I actually do it with a pick. So I use a 88mm Dunlop nylon pick like this. But you don't have to. But it's better, I'd say, if you're playing on an acoustic guitar, not to play with too much of a thick pick, especially if you're playing more of a laid back song. So the general rhythm that I play is actually the same as the beginning of Knock on Heaven's Door. So it's just this. It's down, 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 up. And you just play that on every bar. So down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. So that's really the rhythm. Now, what makes the song really sound the way it does is actually the transition between the chords. And so what I do to get the feel that I get is make it breathe a bit. So basically you have to play around with the pressure here with this hand and not put too much, so that you get some of the percussive elements and some of the more melodic elements. So this is what it looks like. So let's just have a look how the left hand moves and puts the pressure on. There we go. So let's have a look at both hands together. So here goes. to basically, to get the real feel that I've got when I play this, not thwack it too much. You have to go da da na 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 na, kind of like brush them, brush it, not like not too thwacky, kind of that type of thing. And when the chords in the left hand, almost slide between them, almost slide. But that's really if you want to do it the way I do. You can do it however you want to. Okay, so that's the song. So I also, there's just this little, at the end I go, so. And so that's just basically playing with the pressure here and going. So down, down, down. But there you go, that's not that important. So that's the song covered. Now I imagine most of you want to kind of rap while you're doing it. So I made a video about how to rap and how to sing while playing guitar. Basically the trick is to be able to do both separately really well before you try and stick them together. So it's kind of like when you're playing piano, you should practice your left hand and then your right hand and then only start to put them together. I mean, you're not going to invent with both hands what you're doing at the same time. So you really have to get the rap part down. So you have to be able to rap without the guitar. So you have to be able to go, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. And then only try and put the guitar in and know when you have to fall on the beat. So if you take the song, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, where my hand falls is where they are the strong beats, okay? And so with the guitar it's, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasted and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. There you go, that's the kind of thing it goes. You have to know, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. And so that's something you can do, is actually just play the chords on the words where the chords change. Okay, so that's Gangsta Paradise, the way I play it at least. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson. And we're going to have a look at the lyrics and give you some tips on interpretation in the next video. So make sure to check that one out. So if you like this and if you want to participate in the growth of this channel, don't hesitate to smash that like button and subscribe and all of that stuff. And also follow me on social media, so the links will just appear there. So I'm mainly on Facebook and Instagram at the moment, but that is probably going to change. Okay, so have a good day, and in the meantime, keep on rocking.